Welcome to the Morning Update. I'm Heidi Tiltons. 8 months' worth of rain has fallen across New South Wales in just the past 7 days. We're still seeing major flooding along the Hawkesbury River at North Richmond and Windsor in Sydney's northwest, while river levels at Lower Portland and Wiseman's Ferry are expected to hit major peaks similar to the 1990 event. Southeast Queensland is also being affected by severe weather. People in low-lying areas of Beaudesert and Leyburn have been ordered to leave their homes and relocate to higher ground. The rollout of locally produced coronavirus vaccines is now a step closer. More than 800,000 doses of the Astra-Zenica formula have been given the green light to be administered. The TGA has approved the release of 4 batches of the shots which were manufactured in Melbourne. The PM has been forced to issue an apology for airing a claim that a News Corp employee had been harassed in their workplace. Scott Morrison says he had no right to raise the issue. The company has rejected the claim. Tasmania has become the 3rd Australian state to legalise voluntary assisted dying. Victoria and Western Australia have already made voluntary assisted dying legal. Joe Biden has called on Congress and the Senate to ban assault weapons in the wake of yesterday's mass shooting in Colorado. 10 people, including a police officer, were gunned down inside a supermarket, and the president says it's time for action.
We can ban assault weapons and high-capacity magazines. We can close the loopholes in our background check system to prevent gun violence.
And Prince Harry is preparing to start a new job in Silicon Valley. The Duke of Sussex landing the role of Chief Impact Officer at BetterUp, which provides mental health advice and immersive learning to around 2,000 coaches. In sport, Geelong's Patrick Dangerfield has been suspended for 3 games for rough conduct after last weekend's bump on Adelaide's Jake Kelly. Matt Burton is on standby to play halfback for Penrith in tomorrow night's grand final replay against Melbourne for the NRL. Nathan Cleary has been named in the Panthers side but faces another concussion test tomorrow morning after a head knock last weekend. The Sydney Roosters play South Sydney on Friday night. And the Australian women's cricket team has 4 more days in quarantine before Sunday's first T20 against New Zealand in Hamilton. To entertainment news, Rebel Wilson is nursing an injured leg after a cycling accident in London. She's posted a pic of an ice pack on her leg alongside a few choice words about people who let their dogs run onto the road. Seth Rogen has apparently signed on to play Steven Spielberg's uncle in a film inspired by the director's childhood. He's set to star alongside Michelle Williams, who will play the role of Spielberg's mother. And Portia de Rossi is feeling much better after emergency appendix surgery. Ellen DeGeneres giving an update on her Aussie wife's recovery on her show, joking she's planning on auctioning the organ off. And that's the latest from the Nova podcast team. We'll see you this afternoon for another episode of The Update.